Welcome back to Marathon Pathways into Darkness. I am admin 1 of any effects, and we are picking up off on the level Keep On Moving. That menu noise is rather loud. And we're already pretty close to the end, I believe, of this level. Just have to deal with the occasional spawns, I think. That's what they are. Actually, I'm able to hit them faster than they can throw, so some of my past maneuvers and backtracking may have been unnecessary. Let's see, what areas haven't been explored yet? They froze up for a bit there. So at this rate, I could probably save a lot of ammunition. What's this? Are those meant to be untextured? Strange. A little narrow opening here. Seems they can't quite fit in. Yeah, just stuck there. Wait, here comes one. Yep, get in line, march to your doom. Oh my, there are a lot of them there. Hey, there's a zombie somewhere. Is it back here? Where is it? Damn it. I can't see it. There we are. Something tells me this wasn't what Destiny had in mind. Damn it. More zombies. Jeez, they're piling through it now. Oh, jeez, there's a lot of them. Fuck, there's so many. Piling up really quick. Just gotta charge through. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go down my ladder. No use dealing with all this crap. Okay, now we're on Restless Ghosts Are Angry. What? Oh, and I didn't get the blue crystal yet either, so I'll have to try and make my way around. I hope I didn't miss it. I might have to do some backtracking. Oh, no, just one. Never mind, here we go. I believe I can make it out through the fog. I could earlier. To get rid of it, so I don't have to worry about it. Where did it go? Looks like that wall closed. Maybe the phantasm is trapped back there. Oh boy, another closing door. I was able to stay far back enough to not get hit by his attack. Of course, the physics of it don't operate as they would in the original game, and so I'm able to basically dodge. I kind of expect one of these to open, but no matter. I wonder if I'm going to have to avoid some of the combat to an extent, as I've had to some of the combat already, especially given that there's probably some random spawns here too. Oh jeez, this is pretty unusual. Slaughter map for phantasms. So far I have enough crystals here. blue crystal energy. Like some new age hack. This is so weird and funny. Shit. Another example of why I need to be more careful about backtracking, although it's not like I can go back to the save point anyway, because of the closing door. Looks like a lot of them kind of went back. So keep an eye out all around. Does seem like a lot of them have cleared out though. Keep an eye out on the auto map as well, in case there's a possible secret passage there. It's a neat little feature. A little groove in the wall to get crystals from. I'll try to avoid that yellow potion for now. Low. Build suspense. I feel like I got caught a bit on that pillar. These are a lot of trapper keeper sketch type designs. I made that endearingly, although again there can be a few relatively tedious long corridors. I don't know what's happening here. Why are they all moving back? That's very strange. But it looks like there's a ladder over there. So I suppose for now, let's fire in that general direction and it'll hit almost every time for now. Again, I suspect this isn't quite what Destiny had in mind. Theoretically, the enemies should start charging at you again. Jeez, how many? There's some blue crystals in here too, so I won't be completely out. Still, I wonder if this is the right way to go. I guess I'm killing off enough of them that it's not a waste. I like this eerie room though. There are still plenty of crystals. So in this regard, I'd say the design is pretty fair. There's plenty of enemies and plenty of resources too. It looks like I've explored all that I need to, so before going down that ladder, I'm going to pick up the yellow potion I left behind. This is so funny. This is sort of like to the original Pathways into Darkness what Evil Dead 2 was to Evil Dead 1. Oh, fell down. Oh. Circle around to avoid getting hit as much as possible. Nice little cinematic opening. There's just sort of a sense of anticipation and wondering where to go first. Going, well, I guess to a degree the auto map already reveals that. This is the Trojan Gate. I wonder if Destiny meant to spell that with an A in place of the I for Trojan. Oh, I thought there was one on the other side, but I guess there is now. I wonder if at some point there will be more variety in the enemies you face, because at least for now it's at least trying to keep up with the original game's vibe as far as having mainly 1 to 2 enemies per level and one according dominant weapon. Then most of the ammo is 4. Another long winding corridor. This reminded me again of one of those old school randomly generated, randomly wandering maze screensavers that would take place in a school and the like. Of course, I'm sure Wheels will remind me of that a bit more directly when I get to it, and I would like to play Wheels at some point. One way that this game sort of tests you is that it can make you kind of eager to get through the long hallways and such really fast, and thus get careless enough that you might run into a formidable enemy that could hit you before you can really react. Oh, that's a cool little trick there. One more. It's 2 more. Kind of going back and forth for some weird reason. Makes it kind of eerie though, especially because they're so fast. This is very strange. Now we're seeing height variation. I thought I would be the first one to do that, but it looks like Destiny was the first once again. Yeah. Friendly fire. Alright, here we go. So at first here, everyone, a pathways environment with height variation. Still, I intend to take it to the next level myself. We'll see what happens. It's interesting in the area. It's almost like a storage room. These doors don't open. Oh, hey. Firing from a ledge, too. Looks like they intend to stay back. No, no. pretty sure I have old AI turned on, but I don't know, they're kind of not acting right. After I reach the next save point, I'll make sure that that's turned on. Whatever. Probably just sort of looks that way because the enemies are almost always facing forward. There's not a behind sprite, behind frame, whatever. Where's that? This is very interesting. Take a snapshot of it. You can make some really eerie sights and sounds of this sort of environment. Oh hey, machine gun. You can deal with these with a survival knife. For the most part, I think. Okay. Okay, I didn't want to take too many risks there. Okay, nothing on this side either. Just more vague ominousness. I think Destiny is a pretty underrated mapper. I like the things that he's dared to do. Not to mention, I made this years ago when he was much younger. I think if you were to try something today, it'd be much better. Right. Now we're on Where the Hell's the Roof, which is a reference to a death message that you get in the original Pathways. So, Chapter 3, Unknown Date. Running and jumping down ladders, you find you reach what looks like a gate. Passing through it, you come into the same room but different. You enter a big room with a huge pillar, which looks like it's made of lava and bronze. Where am I? Asks Dave. Continuing going through the pyramid, you find an orange crystal-like ladder. It seems I'll never get out of the pyramid. Going down the ladder, you enter another place in the pyramid. 7 dead Germans you found. Why they entered the pyramid, you do not know. Walking away from the ladder, you feel yourself become tired. Before you know it, you fall asleep. Oh, so this is going to be like one of those rebellion levels coming up, where I'm kidnapped. When you finally wake up, you feel like it's been hours, maybe even days since you fell asleep. You look at the ceiling for quiet, some time wondering, where the hell is the roof? Falling onto the ceiling, it looks like the floor is the ceiling and the ceiling is the floor. This is an odd pyramid with odd things in it. That's a quote. That's all you say. This is an odd pyramid with odd things in it. It looks as if you're in a different part of the pyramid, maybe even lower below. Stretching your bones, you grab your MP41 and move further into the pyramid, still holding on to the hopes of an exit. End of Chapter 3. By the way, I've decided I'm going to, from now on, say that word as pure mind, because I like the idea that maybe Destiny is saying that this pyramid is also a kind of mind. It'd be in keeping more or less with the whole dreaming god concept from the original Pathways. Alright, now we're on. Where the hell's the roof still? That won't open. I need to get some health soon into a pattern buffer as well. There's an ooze back there. Shit. Ah, fuck. I was going a different direction. I'm way far back here. How very demoralizing. Let's do all that again. See, what I should have done is I should have pressed forward from the beginning. I should have known, of course, given the patterns of this scenario so far, that there would be plenty of enemies, and that they would pile in quantity. How much can I just avoid? Looks like I can avoid quite a bit, actually. Okay. It's not too bad, I guess. Yep, this was actually done in the beginning. Probably even use a lot of the survival knife on it. Okay, now that nonsense is over with. Probably missed a few MP41 clips, but overall, probably would have lost more had I tarried and dealt with all the enemies there. And I can even hit it with a survival knife faster than it can start attacking, so that's good to know. Okay, oops. There we go. There's a better position. I'm trying to avoid a position where one behind can kind of sneak in a projectile against me. This would be worthwhile to Vidmaster, I think, too, with knife only. We'll see when or if that ever happens, though, and by whom. I'm not opposed to the idea, but will I ever get to it? There's so many different levels, from so many different scenarios to Vidmaster. Just the original trilogy alone will be enough to occupy me for a lifetime, really. This is so ridiculous. I like how just in the middle of that there's one little headless. After this I'm going back to save. I want to avoid repeating as much of this grinding, if you will, as possible. I wonder what's with the star, the space floor, if you will. I'm seeing what areas remain unexplored so far. Though again, you need another slug of these oozes. At least these are far easier to deal with than the oozes in the Total Carnage version of ALPID. Shit. Oops. Got stuck. Good thing I had save point on hand. This time I'll explore this area though. Oh, nothing more. Just another dead end. Another zombie bone throw. I suppose at some point I might be able to use the crystal on them, but I don't want to waste any crystal uses in case I come across more of those phantasms. Time to go back and save. Grab this. Wonder if we'll find any more height variant sections in this scenario. It'd be kind of strange and funny if it was just that one. Especially given the relative boxiness of it, although it is still kind of revolutionary, it feels like, to see that. Another dead end. Yep. I wonder what discernible logic there is to which paths are likely to lead to dead ends and which are not. What are you supposed to do about it? Because to an extent, you have to keep in mind where you go to and specifically where you backtrack to when you're dealing with enemies. Especially if it's a big barrage like you often encounter in this scenario that can kind of push you back. You have to really be mindful and not get stuck and overwhelmed, as I have a couple of times. Oh, hey, what the? Whoa. Hey, that's a cool gimmick. So two sides here. It's pretty foggy. This is where supplies are, so. Uh-oh. More of those, though. There's going to be some more coming from the other side, too. Yep. Alright. Alright. I feel like for now I have to kind of run. Is there any more ammo around here? Maybe to an extent I have to run, but I might reach more dead ends. This is a safe pattern at least, but it's not what I need the most right now. Might end up having to use the crystal. Okay, I think I beat back a lot of them. Might as well go back and save one more time. Rush back out. Yeah, I like how this has a pretty consistent design language over time that maybe at first you consider sort of a joke, but that starts to get heavier and heavier over time and starts throwing curveballs in the middle there for variety, so it's not totally monotonous. Where was I over here? Oh, it's just a dead end anyway. Wow, such absurdity. I could have avoided a lot of nonsense had I known. I like this. I feel like there's a kind of freedom to the way that Destiny approaches his maps. It's like he just doesn't give a fuck, and in a good way. Because my problem is I often care so much that I end up paralyzing myself out of creating. Unless it's really intentionally low stakes absurdity and hilarity, like what you saw with Shader Void and Green, you snooze, you lose. That's right, but I do have a view to beyond that. And I'm spending more time mapping. Mapping just a map in a way. Not even worrying about the outcome, or even if there will be one. You know, it's kind of tedious to use. Oh, hey. Maybe I need to kind of funnel them my way. I might be able to kind of rush around them. See if there's any supplies. There don't appear to be any. Looks like I just got to get out of here. So, now we're on to Barney's house. Uh-oh, you know what that means. That is, you know what it means if you're familiar with some of the enemies in the original pathways. I know which one this is referring to, although I've actually never played against it in the game, but I remember from years ago reading about the game. So I kind of spoiled it for myself. Chapter 4. As you climb up the ladder, you find a funny thing that looks like a flying catfish. That obviously is the nightmare. It does not attack you like the other things in this pyramid. It looks a bit playful and looks like it could use a friend. You befriend the catfish thing and follow it to its tribe. You arrive at the tribe area and let your friends do the talking. It finally tells you that they are under control of an evil demon below the temple. If a demon were to die, they would be free to leave the temple and go to where they belong. As you're ready to leave, your friend gives you a potion which makes you stronger. It also tells you that all of its kind will be an ally to you. Oh, really? Is that the case here? Are the nightmares going to help me? Your friend also tells you that their brother Nightmare is hostile to all. Their attack is guided. Okay, so this is a different type of flying fish enemy. I don't know which one it is, but I know there are two types. The Nightmare being one. And I think the Nightmare is actually the weaker of the two. But anyway, we'll see what happens. You finally leave and head down the secret passageway that takes you further down the pyramid and lets you avoid more monsters. Finally reaching the end of the passageway, you open the secret door and start heading further down the pyramid again. In chapter 4. Okay. There's that potion I was told about. A flying fish friend. A good amount of blue crystal shreds energy. A little ammo for anything else, and things are getting more intense. If things don't turn around for me soon, I'm going to be severely challenged. Nice exotic tiling here, though. It's kind of weird, this area right now, because there's silence and no one around. This is Barney's house. So I think this is kind of a good way to set the tone for encountering Barney, I'm assuming, soon. The real name is, according to Pathways Guides, if you will, is, spoiler alert, giant purple mutant hell beast. Okay. Lava ambient noise. Oh shit. Oh man, I should have known. I saw the grid on there. How do I get out of here? Is there any way out? There's no way out. I see. So I'm supposed to avoid those squares. I'm just going to go back to that saved game. It's a cool, clever trick. I suppose it's also quite appropriate that there's a lot of purple in here, and the walls and use purple shields. So there's lava noises. Okay, made it. This is kind of like the way that in Wolfenstein 3D, there's a lot of this kind of environmental setup with nothing happening to prepare you for the boss that's coming. You know, there's a kind of anticipation, fear. Oh, yeah, of course. I should have known. Damn it. Can't believe I fell for it again. Although I corrected in time, I guess. Oh. I don't know if I have enough ammo to beat back this barrage fast enough to get my way through. Shit. What the hell? Those nightmares that are firing, but they're not actually shooting anything. It's like they're bugged. Because these are supposed to be my enemies, right? Not the other flying fish. What is going on? Okay, there don't appear to be death tiles in here. I don't hear any ambient sounds that would give it away. With these weird zigzag walls, I kind of expect almost there to be like a turret. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Damn. Okay. But you know, I expect there to be like wall turrets on both sides. Like what you'd find in, say, Quake or, and I think at least one of those Indiana Jones movies. Alright. Still in Barney's house. Things are getting more tense. Still need supplies pretty badly. Shit! There it is. Is it just standing still? Okay, no. Is it just that one, or is there going to be another? Because I don't have a particular reason to believe that these paths won't lead to something similar. In which case, I might just try to rush my way into the room. Okay, no sign yet. But looks like I might have to find my way out of this labyrinth without getting killed by Barney. and on we go. Actually, come to think of it, this also reminds me of a custom scenario made for Wolfenstein 3D called Barneystein, in which he is the final boss and ultimate aggressor. But he is also, in that scenario, funnily enough, cloned Beavis and Butthead several times to do his bidding as their common henchmen, like what you would find in Wolfenstein with the guards, SS, officers, etc. Hey, another one. Fuck. Motherfucker's fast. Alright. Okay. That's a dead end. Probably gonna find a lot of those here. With little chance to escape. Well, what's this? Okay, that closed behind me. This opened. Am I already out of here? And I also got an orange crystal, which, by the way, looks like the flamethrower. In this game, anyway. MPID. So now we're in Here Be Squishies. Okay, I see there's a save pattern over there. Pretty manageable combat, just some basic ass headless. But still, if there's enough around, I don't want to waste anything, so. Saved. Okay. Okay. There we go. Did pretty well there. Saved again. Perfect. I've reached a new, fairly comfortable threshold for now. There's some clips tucked away around here. There's a nice kind of Kabbalah type design, although that may not have been intentional. I like where things are going right now. Sounds almost musical. All right. Now then. There's enough room here that I can kind of dodge around and avoid the projectiles and save ammo. Hearing them squeal and scream a lot gets a little dull. Okay. With that, looked like something hit it from the side, but there's nothing here. Okay. I see there's some new ammo. Some kind of ominous background here. I get the sense that I'll be ambushed soon. I see there's some doors on both sides. Maybe when I step on there, there'll be a spawn, or sneak attack rather. I don't know that we'll encounter any spawning enemies in this scenario, but it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't be the first curveball Destiny's thrown at me so far, not at all. A lot of my engagement strategies have reminded me a bit of myth in the sense of relying first on projectiles for a lot of heavy and or faraway resistance, and then after a time going in with the melee to pick off the remainder. feel like these door triggers are kind of separated. So as long as I kind of move in conservatively and trigger one at a time, I'm not likely to get overwhelmed, although I probably wouldn't be overwhelmed anyway because these are so far just minor enemies. And I have plenty of room and means with which to deal with them. Realize I shouldn't go in there too quickly because the door might shut behind me. This might all be dead ends, but yeah, here we go. Maybe to an extent I just need to kind of lead them out and then go around them like I've done before. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of ammo. So I'll give them enough time to kind of come back out here, spread out a little bit. Oops. Alright, now we go around. There's an openable door. Same here. There may not even be much of anything to. Oh, there we go. Better not be too close to that red potion because I don't want to waste it when I just have a little bit of health lost. Uh-oh. Can't get past him. Yeah, I don't think I've managed to deal with this. But I'm done for the night anyway, so I'll deal with that next time. Next time on Pathways into Darkness, I should say Marathon Dave's Epic Adventure, we will probably get through Here Be Squishies and beyond. That is, let's see, level 8, so we're already over halfway done theoretically. Until then, thanks for watching.